Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about push-ups. Push-ups are vital to the success of any program, and most people aren't doing them correctly, so they're not actually getting stronger in them. So today we just want to take you through a quick video to explain how to get better and stronger at them. So really focusing on the proper technique and proper form. So, like we talked about in our very first video about bracing, same thing goes with that push-up. We want to keep that core tight. So that helps keep that nice straight line in your torso as you're doing your push-up. So the other thing that we want to think about, like we talked about with squats and your feet twisting out, the same thing's going to happen with your hands. So when you're pushing up, it's almost like we're corkscrewing, twisting those shoulders out. So that's going to help to keep those arms and shoulders in nice and tight to your body, which is going to keep your shoulders in a much more healthy position and eliminate any of those shoulder pain and discomfort that we're getting. So it's going to end those impingements in the shoulder. So the other thing that we want to think about doing is almost like you're bending the bar as you're pushing yourself up. So as you're twisting those arms down, you're creating a lot of torque into those shoulders to help get that push through the chest. So if we go down to the ground, what it's going to look like is we want to start with that arm, first of all, right under that shoulder, and then our hands are just going to be outside of shoulder width apart. So the easiest way to start is to lay flat down on the ground, bring those hands beside the chest, and then move them out about half foot into that, right in line with those shoulders. So then we're looking straight up to the ground. Again, think about pushing those hands out. So we're corkscrewing those hands up. So that's going to naturally pull those elbows in close to our body and get us to push right through that chest. So nice tight core, letting ourselves come down nice and in control, twisting those hands out. So that helps create that nice packed shoulder. So really think about turning those hands in. So in the beginning, if you haven't been doing your push-ups this way, you might feel a little bit weaker, which is fine. Just work on getting stronger in those movements. So if you're using those shoulders more with the elbows flared out, that's going to create a lot of impingement in that shoulder, and that's what causes a lot of bursitis and other shoulder injuries that we have people creeping up with. So really focus on getting that push in. That's going to help to keep that shoulder down and away from our ears and neck. So if you're not strong enough to do that full push-up, then we can either do it off the bar. So that's that same motion where we think about bending the bar as you're doing that push-up. So again, we're going to keep that body nice and tight. You're going to lower yourself down and then think of on the way up, bending that bar as you're pushing up. So that really keeps that shoulder in a nice position. So even during your warm-up, do your push-ups a little bit slower, but really focus on getting that good technique and that good form. So again, we're bending it down in, which is going to help to get a good push into that chest. Okay. So the last thing that we can work on in the warm-up is the eccentric push-up. So this is where you're lowering yourself down really slow and then just letting yourself up onto your knees. So if we start into that push-up position, hands right underneath, think about lowering yourself down and taking 10 seconds to lower yourself down. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then resting, come up on your knees, and then push yourself up from there, and then come back onto those tippy toes, and then again, work on just the lowering phase. So that's going to get you used to controlling your body on the descent and having to activate those chest muscles. So keep working on it during your warm-up and let me or any of your trainers know if you have any questions or if you need anything else. Have an awesome day. Keep crushing it with the challenge. Really focus on dialing your food in. We have about 2 weeks left. Excited to see how you guys progress. Have an awesome day.